Hey everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm, back here in East Vineland, New Jersey. The last days of Kubota Farm, I would say, for sure. Just, some of these animals crack me up. Couple things from the last episode. One, my apologies. It was probably kind of weird. Wishing you all a really great rest of your Sunday. If you caught that, if you were, I don't know, whatever, emotionally inclined, being kind to me, made it to the end of the episode. Uh, yeah, well, my timing was off a little bit on that episode. So, yeah, but I hope you had a great rest of your Monday for sure. Here we are on Tuesday, and I hope your week is going good so far. So, a couple things. I sold a bunch of sugar. In fact, I sold a lot of sugar. So you can see we are almost to $4 million now. Had a really big sugar sale before I moved into September. I think I also unleased, deleased, terminated the lease for our sugar mill. So all we have left right now is our oil mill processing. We've got our grape processing. Of course, we've got our silage fermenter. It actually has completed all the grass that I put in there. I did feed all the animals. I think they're in pretty good shape. I think the only thing we need to really worry about right now is selling some pigs. So let's get that done straight away. Looks like we've got 30 Betheme, Benthime sheep to sell. 34,500 bucks. We'll take that. And we've got some German Landrace, and 30 of those to sell. Another 34.5. I think that's it for our pigs right now. So that freed up some space for them to keep producing and doing their thing. Holy cow, look at our money. We are over $4 million by $693. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we've at least finally made it past 4. It won't last long. I can tell you that right now, because we are going to have to lease a corn head. I'm sorry, a sunflower head for our case. And let's see, why did I bring this over? I brought this over because, let's get rid of the grain door, because the sheep keep doing their thing, which is great. And I figured we could take some of this over to our grapevines first thing this morning. We might as well let, excuse me, our grapevines continue to do their thing for us. I added our second, well, I brought our configuration for our trailer back up again by adding those side rails, the top rail back on. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good week. I'm excited about moving on to the next map. I tell you right now, I've been looking at Hinterland, and I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I shouldn't be nervous. I mean, it's a game, right? And it's a game I'm assuming we all love to play, love to watch, love to be involved in. I think I'm more or less just a little bit nervous about it just because stylistically it's just not normally my thing. So I just want it to be entertaining for you all. Maybe the simple fact that I will be very uncomfortable with it to some extent will make it more entertaining for you. And that's fine. That's okay with me if I bring some pleasure to your lives by my failures or successes. We'll see how it goes. I don't think we're going to be able to empty an entire trailer here. So I'm kind of thinking, what am I going to do? I don't think I can dump it. I'm not sure what happens if I try dumping it back into our pig and back into our manure stall. We kind of need it for our sunflower harvest. Maybe I didn't think this through well enough. I mean, we can dump it back into the manure bunker, but I'm not entirely certain that it will let us do the auto, if it'll count it and let us fill back up, you know, on the side here. And I don't think you can overload from this. I think this is a fill only kind of scenario. So let's go ahead and we'll put it back in the bunker regardless, and we'll just see what happens when we need it next time, if we need it again. Probably have enough manure to get us through the rest of the time here. All right, let's just dump her. Can I dump her? Yeah, I can dump her. Now that I think about it, I probably could have put it in our silo. I think we've got a multi-grain silo. I think it'll hold anything base game. So I bet I probably could have put this manure right in our silo. But who wants manure mixed in with their grain? I suppose it's not that big of a deal since manure is used for fertilizing, so it gets mixed in anyways. All right, so let's see what we got here. I know our oil mill production has escalated a lot, and in fact, I think our oil mill is waiting for product. Yeah, it is. So cool. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need some sunflowers to give over there. We need to lease a header for our sunflowers. 9 meters, 6 miles an hour. This Jan header, I kind of was thinking we could try that. 10 meter, 6 miles an hour. That thing looks massive. We've used this one before. Yeah, we have used this one before. We use that for corn. The John Deere, the Jan. I don't know that we've used. I don't think we've used the Jan. You know what? Is this the one that I used that one time and it didn't sit quite right on the case? Let's take a look. I forget which one that is. There was one of these corn headers that just didn't function quite right. It didn't sit on the ground nice with our case. I forget which one it is. I think it might have been that yellow one, but let's take a peek at this one and see how it looks. I'll pull up nicely. Pull up nicely to the header. Is it header or head? I don't know. Does it fold? It does fold. Oh, look at those little spider fingers sticking out. That's creepy. You know what? I think this is the one. Let's see how it looks once it unfolds. Let's see if it... That's creepy. Okay, that was dramatic. Yeah, see that? That's not right. That's not right at all. Oh. Oh. Okay. very good. Yeah, that's not right at all. It should be right? I mean, is that how it's supposed to be? Maybe that is how it's supposed to be. It looks like it should be tilted back more and flatter. Like those things are just gonna stick right into the ground. Huh. All right, let's give it a go. I'm certain it'll work. It just, to me, it looks kind of goofy. Let's run. Let's run some through here. That's blowing some dirt out there. Woo. Wow. Well, yeah, maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. It looks a little bit too much of an angle to me, but maybe that's how it is. Not bad. We're supposed to have pretty good yields on these fields that we did sunflower. As good as the yield pretty much can be on these two fields. They're kind of a lower yielding fields, I think, as far as precision farming is concerned. So I don't know that they're not the greatest yielding fields, but I think we've maximized them. I think we've maximized them pretty well. Like I said, all this sunflower is going to go straight to the oil mill. We're going to have a bunch of lovely tasting sunflower oil made. East Vineland sunflower oil produced. I see Omatana, the maker of the map we're going to be going to, Hinterland. She is working on another map. It's not going to be the same style map. It's going to be a regular, I don't know what you call it. It's going to be a German map, but it's going to be not kind of a wilderness style. It looks like it's going to be a very small map. From the looks of it, I believe she said it's going to be a relatively small map. And I'm not really sure if she's planning on releasing that through the in-game mod hub or what. I would assume so. I know she's making, she had a video recently where she was doing some modding on her English speaking channel. She was showing how she was creating houses for the map. That was kind of fun to watch. She said people are probably getting tired of seeing the same base game houses on maps, so she wanted to make sure that she had some uniqueness, added some uniqueness to her maps. So I thought was kind of nice. Nothing like an early morning sunflower harvest. I used to have some sunflowers in my garden. I think they were there more for just looks than anything. But they are pretty cool looking. Some people don't really like sunflowers. I don't know why, but to me I think sunflowers are kind of nice looking. I like the way they follow the sun. That's kind of cool. Should I get that little guy right there? Yeah, let's get that little guy right there. We don't want to leave you out. There you go, buddy. Man, I was going to leave this to the hired helper and go grab our trailer, but it's almost looking like we're going to get most of this field harvested without having to unload. I'm not sure about these tracks. I like tracks on a combine in general, but I think I'm still kind of sold on either duals in the front or big old floaters in the front, the big float tires in the front. I like the way those look. So I was watching a it's kind of a tech channel, I guess, and not a channel I subscribe to, but he was doing a review on a $100 PC that you can buy on Amazon. I think it's a BMAX, BMAX. It's a silent PC, no moving parts, just a big old heatsink. It's about the size of a, it looked like it was about the size of a, watch out birdie, is that? Yeah, so watch out birdie. I don't know if you're familiar with like a Apple TV. Bigger than an Apple TV, but not much bigger. And it's $100. 6 gig of RAM, Intel Celeron. So obviously not a gaming PC or anything like that, but it actually performed quite admirably. I thought, you know, for what it is, for $100, shoot, not too shabby. So I started thinking about what would I do with that kind of a PC. I can tell you one thing I would love to replace is I've got this media PC. It's a Plex server. Not sure if you're familiar with Plex or not, but Plex is a streaming service. Well, it's, yeah, I guess you could call it a streaming service. Basically, it allows you to stream your own content either on your own home network, or you can do it while traveling with a mobile device, and it uses your your own media for streaming. And I guess they now offer more things than that. They now offer like They offer their own content with commercials, that kind of thing. But the media server I have is, it's pretty old. It was a bare bone system I bought from like Newegg a few years ago, and basically it just came with a PC case, motherboard, with a processor on it, like an Intel Celeron something or other. Maybe it was a Core 2 Duo at the time. And I added a inexpensive Radeon graphics card to it so that it would do HD and handle some streaming a little bit better. But it's starting to show its age. In particular, the media server part of it likes to do, am I turning the wrong way? I always forget which way I'm supposed to turn my wheel when I'm looking at the machine. My brain just can't wrap itself around the opposite for some reason. It starts doing its maintenance and all kinds of stuff, because it'll take like all your movies and TV shows. If you're a collector like I am and you've ripped your DVD or Blu-rays and stuff like that, it'll take all of that stuff and it makes it pretty looking. You know, it makes it look like you're looking at a Netflix only with your content. And it goes as far as to indexing it, and it knows what you're watching, so that if you want to skip past intros in your TV shows and stuff like that, it knows what the intro is and all this kind of stuff. But it has to run database maintenance every once in a while. I was going to say every once in a while, but it's more often than every once in a while, it seems like. Well, this PC I've got, it just pegs the processor all the way up, and it just starts screaming. Fans are going to town, the whole 9 yards. I should probably actually consider opening it up and cleaning it out. Probably wouldn't hurt, but it's loud and it's big, and it's just doesn't make a lot of sense anymore for what's available now for doing what I want to do. So, you know, you get a $100 PC like this VMAX, and as long as it can handle, you know, 4K or whatever it is you're wanting to watch with, just, you know, hook up some external hard drives to it and off to the races. I think we're going to have to grab our trailer after all. But boy, would it be nice to be able to get rid of this big clunky media PC and have a nice little silent box to do everything I need to do. Even if I have to do external drives. I'm not a big fan of external drives for this, but they'll work. I've wanted to get I've wanted to at some point invest in a NAS box, a network attached storage box, like that would be awesome, because many of those support Plex servers. You install a little app on it, a Plex server app, and that would be awesome, because then they're also full RAID, so you've got full backup of your media as well, in case disaster were to strike and you'd lose a hard drive or something. Yeah, I know you're full. It's pushing my luck. All right, where's our? Did I leave it? Oh, of course I didn't leave it. Why did I not leave it? Why did I not leave it over by our field? Why do I have the M? Is this the M7? Oh, it is the 8. Okay. I thought for a second there I had the 7 hooked up to this thing. Well, let's go get a quick unload here. I might just try, in fact, I'm curious if the game will handle delivering this to the oil mill for us and coming back in one piece. Something tells me that's asking a lot, but I think we should give it a go. You all set, buddy? Okay. Well, let's get this field knocked out, and we'll load up our trailer a little bit more, and then we'll see if a hired helper can manage, because I think you can set that up at a job, right? Tell it to go load and deliver. We just want the deliver part. I think we've got at least one more. Yeah, we're gonna have one more strip after this to do, and we should be good to go. And as far as those silent PCs go, there's a variety of them out there. I just never look at those things, and if you want to spend a little more money, you certainly can. You know, you can spend an extra 50 or $100, and you know, you get a system that, you know, has maybe a little bit more RAM, has a little bit more storage. What I thought was cool about this VMAX was it only had like 64 gig on board of storage. It comes with a full license of Windows 10 Pro, which I thought was kind of funny that they actually give you Windows 10 Pro. But it only gives you 64 gig of storage on board, and once you've got Windows installed and fully updated, it only leaves you with like 20, 30 gig. But they were smart enough to have this little compartment, this little door that you can unscrew on the underside of it, and there's a slot there for an M.2 drive. I thought that was pretty slick. I mean, you can go out, you can get a 500 or 512 or a 1 terabyte SSD for next to nothing these days, and have all kinds of storage on this thing. And I was actually very impressed that they even thought of doing that, to be honest with you. I thought that was above and beyond what was expected. All right, you stay here, my friend. Let's unload this thing. I shouldn't have turned it off. Should have left it running, but that's okay. We'll finish unloading our harvester, and then I'm going to send our friend off and see what it, how it manages to do for us. Now the question is, if we go to create a job, load and deliver, I don't think we can use load and deliver because, well, it's going to want to load. So I guess we can just do deliver to the oil mill. Where's our buddy oil mill? Grape, 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 grape. Did I pass it? It's probably there it is. Oil mill, leasing. Looping job? No, because you'll come back here and I don't need you back here. So oil mill, leasing, deliver, go. Be gone with you, my friend. I'll keep an eye on you because I know you're going to hit a utility pole or something. Almost certainly it's going to hit a utility pole. I don't think it's going to make it. And even if it does make it there, go get him, Tiger. All right, good. You're on your way. All right. I think even if it does make it, I don't think it's going to know how to unload it once it gets there. I don't have a lot of confidence. I suppose we'll get a message. Worker A has stopped due to something blocking it or something like that would be my guess. Is that it way down there? Yeah, that's it way down there. Oh, man. Well, it can't drive any... Well, I was going to say it really can't drive any worse than I do, but I'm pretty certain it actually can. We'll get this little chunk out here. I am so curious. All right, let's just see how it does. My curiosity has gotten the better of me now. I have to see what this AI is gonna do. They usually can be pretty entertaining. Now, I didn't set it to loop back, so does that mean, now that I think about it, that probably means it's just gonna unload and stay here, isn't it? All right, it's thinking about it. We've actually got some oil finally, which is nice. It's gonna hit that, I guarantee. Yep, it's gonna wipe those out. Of course. Let me out. Just stop. Just wait until I move the stuff, okay? That's fantastic. Yeah, you know I had to take a picture of that one. Man, it's just treating our... Look how lovely this stuff is. And it's treating it like just nothing. Just running over. I hope those are plastic bottles. It actually looks like it would have made it if it weren't for product that has every right to be there. AI worker completed. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. So we're gonna have to... Well, I can do this. We'll create a job. And we'll have it go to how much can we confuse it. We'll have it go there. It doesn't want to do that, does it? I think it's lost its mind. Maybe if I give it a head start on the road, create a job, go to all right. That's, yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it anyways for this episode. I'm going to go get this thing back to the farm, and yeah, we are counting down the days. So hopefully, let's see here. I think we'll easily, oh yeah. I don't think we'll make it to 5 mil. I just don't think we have enough left to sell and everything to make it to 5 million bucks, but we'll easily walk away with 4 million in our pocket. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. But thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for hanging out with me again here in East Vineland. And I'll see you back here Wednesday, finishing up our sunflower harvest, see what other mischief we can get into. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of each other. And I'll see you back here real soon. Bye for now.